Hey there, beautiful souls. Just Intuitive Angel Healer here with your grounded guide to the spiritually awakened survivors of the toxic shadows. Welcome to my new YouTube channel and updated podcast channel, Spoken Like an Angel Enlightenment for Survivors, where my prophetic words are meant to help stimulate so you can raise your vibe and elevate. Thank you so much for being here today. Today is July 25th, 2023. I hope you guys are having a beautiful day today and you're enjoying this weather out there. It's Tuesday. I didn't get on here yesterday. Yes, I have been feeling this energy heavy, and it started up more, unfortunately, when my ex decided to jump on board and go for round 2 of what I thought was squashed of playing games with my daughter. We switched parenting in 2020, and we switched up parenting because, I'm just not going to exert my energy into someone who is relentless. And I've been stalked ever since I've broken up with this person in 2017 and said I don't want to be married no more. Like, I've been subject to relentless stalking, and you're probably listening right now, and I don't really care because it's annoying, the fact that, like, I really don't care if, first of all, I think you're lame if you're listening to me and you don't like me. I don't waste my time to listen to people or absorb any energy of people that I don't like. But it's also weird that I created my own business, and if the tables were turned and my ex or my karmic family or any of the people that are gang stalking me were interrupting my business, where the fact I can't just come on here and live my day-to-day life, I think I'm just going to put it out there. It's annoying because to y'all, I just look inconsistent. And other people who are going out there understand that it's not being inconsistent. It's some days it's just you're not going to deal with it. And some days I will just go and do my own thing. And it's not because I don't love you, because I love all of y'all. Y'all have been the reason for me to stay consistent on my spiritual awakening since 2018, 2017 when it started. But I thought I would share that, as sometimes, even though I am Shira and I get out here and do my thing as a light worker, it gets a little tiring. And if you guys understand, hit that like, share, subscribe button. It would really mean a lot to me for you guys to support this, because I have a mission behind what I do, and it's to heal other light workers, and it's to help clear out this darkness. And it's for other survivors like myself, and there's probably other survivors that don't even live up to their purpose because they are so surrounded by their fear and what their karmic people are going to do, and bring it down. And I'm going to keep going. Y'all can keep throwing hate or keep trying to gossip or whatever to tell people that I'm not good enough. But that I really feel just shows your own character. Because if the truth is out there, it will be found. And that's why you rarely hear me up here defending myself, because if the truth is there, it will be exposed. God will expose it. And you nor I need to spend our time on defending ourselves. And you really start embracing a sense of humor, because did you know when you laugh, I think that's why I've learned to laugh and giggle at inappropriate times for other people, I guess, because laughter helps me to embrace my shadow side. Because when you're healing your shadow side, it's like your ego. You can't necessarily you can't destroy it. You can't get rid of it. You got to have it, but you got to not have it operating, because some people, their ego is operating everything, and if their shadow's operating everything, that's where they become evil. That's not where they're just egotistic and just rude. That's where, when their shadows making the decisions for everybody, that's when people start doing criminal activities, or very low vibe activities. So understanding your shadow is very important. I'm going to start I would like to hear your guys' input on what you guys would like me to teach you, or what you're struggling on, whether it's your chakras, your anxiety, because I have a holistic healing, and I'm a teacher, and that's what I want to do, is help you guys learn how to release this, because I'm a voice for the voiceless, and I want to help others out there who may not have as much strength to get up here and speak your truth, because you're maybe not there. Know that it's not because you're weak. It took me many years. I beat myself up for many years, because I started this in 2018, and I was so excited about doing it. I got out here, and then I didn't know I had this karmic family and karmic people in my life still lingering around. Really thought I got rid of this stuff in my 30s, guys. Thought when my daughter was born, I was moving on to that karmic lesson. No, apparently not, because I got Gaslighters of the Year hanging out, and they didn't tell the truth. And that's why you should always tell the truth at the beginning. It will be found out at the end, and that is what the message here is for you guys. I know that there's a lot of chosen ones, a lot of light workers that are going through severe spiritual warfare out here. It's important for you to exercise patience right now, and for you to connect with your solar plexus. Make sure you're clearing that out, because right now that's where your courage hangs out, and your solar plexus is like right in your ribs area, your rib cage area, right below your breast if you're a woman. You need to clear that out, and yellow really helps with that to keep it balanced, because you don't want jealousy to slip in there. Your inner child, they say it lives in your mind, right? That's the psychology version of it. But your inner child actually lives in your first 3 chakras. When you're born into this world, your root chakra is where all of your stuff is, in utero, and then it grows to your sacral and your solar plexus. And it makes sense, because your root chakra is your red one. That's where you feel connected, safe. That's where safety lives. And if you're not feeling safe in your environment, that's why you're not being able to manifest anything. The second one is your sacral, and your sacral is right by right above your groin area, right in your hips area, and that's where the seat of your emotions, and that's where all our repressed emotions go. And if we have repressed anger, it goes to our back. So see, if you're having issues with those 3, and then you got your solar plexus, so that encompasses our gut, our reproductive organs, our legs, our bone structures. That's why your bone structure is actually part of your root chakra as well. So it's important, if you think about it, your inner child lives in these 3. If you're not keeping these 3 flowing and going and free, that's where you start feeling stuck. And it's really important to start taking some spiritual baths out there. Get in nature, take your shoes off, put your feet in dirt. It's really, I'm hearing God made dirt, and dirt don't hurt. That's funny, angels. Okay, so I want to share this poem with you that I wrote a while, probably a year ago, 2 years ago. And then I'm going to get into your angelic message for the day. Please hit that share, like, and subscribe button if you guys are enjoying this, and you guys are. I'm going to be having more roll out. I'm taking it easy, and I want to tell you guys to take it easy, because yes, I know that I'm being listened to, watched, gang stalked, whatever. But I know that if I'm made it to my 40s and this has been happening my whole life, y'all have been lurking my whole life, and that's probably why I didn't have this done like 10 years ago. So you guys may have stunted my growth, but you didn't stop it, and nor will you ever stop it. Now I have even more of a push to do things and get them done. So thank you, karmics, for coming up and thinking that you're just going to make my life horrible, because you're not. I'm an earth angel, and God's got my back, and God's been helping me get through this life every step of the way. 1033 as I say that. So I'm going to put my faith in God and know that if it's for me and it's my destiny, you can't take it. I don't care what kind of tricks, spells, whatever you do to try to do over there, it's not going to work. So you're just wasting your time and building up your karma. Somebody really needs to hear that out there, or somebody needs to be confirmed that don't put your energy into these karmics. They're just trying to trick you into staying stuck in that cycle with them. Sorry, misery loves company. I'm not your company. Go find different company. All right, beautiful souls. Here's the poem. Let me know what you think. I don't know why I let me get the best of me. Opportunity after opportunity, casting each out to the sea, consumed by the fear that seems to rise up inside of me. Is it black? Is it white? I just can't have one more restless night. These emotions drive hard inside of me, wondering what the next journey is in store for me. I am working on a different, better side of me, the one that has been held back, hid away from the world to see. Oh, angels, please help me. Clear this fog and dry this rain. Most certainly, please take away this pain. With it, I cannot sustain. My brain feels like a runaway train, going backwards on a one-way track. Hold on a minute, wait. Here comes a panic attack. I am free as a bee. Why, devil? Why must you taunt me? God's grace is protecting me, saving my soul from your clamps. Now, if my ego would join my soul side party, we would definitely smolder out your camps. Devil, I rebuke you. I build up my walls like beaver dams. Hard as a rock, to you I will never flock. This pain hurts the more you poke. Why do I remind you of a joke? All I want is my sanity back. Is that too much to ask? I guess it is. C means that you forgot. So let me know how that resonates with you, beautiful souls. One of my gifts is poetry. I've been writing poetry since I was a kid, and I used to scare my teachers in middle school because my poems were so dark, and I'm a good example of not being paid attention to, like saying there's something wrong with that kid, but never really diving into it. And they just told me to stop writing that way versus asking me, are you okay at home? Because even my dad showed up one day at my middle school drunk. Oh my gosh, he was so drunk, and he was talking to my counselor, and I was so embarrassed, and I was so afraid they were going to figure out that he was drunk. And it was like an open house. And I've been covering up for my family. Even I was 12. I remember getting in front of my dad going, ha ha ha, yeah, that's funny, Dad, let's go. And moving out because I was like, oh my gosh, I can't take you anywhere. It's really like I just am amazed at all the signs were there when I was growing up, and never once was anything looked into. You know why? Because everything looked good from a social standpoint, and that's how narcissists operate. The abuse comes behind closed doors, but to the rest of the world, that's why you're always getting yelled at, saying you always make a scene. What is everybody gonna think? I don't care what everybody's going to think, but I know you're going to stop yelling at me. How about that? Oh, the land of narcissism. I tell ya, I tell ya. So I know that that poem definitely touched someone there, though, because I know when you're a victim and you're a victim of circumstances and you haven't quite got your power to get out of your circumstance, it's okay. But you don't have to consider yourself a victim. It's just bringing it into awareness of this is not the best choice for you, and you have choices. Always remember you have choices. Maybe they're not the choices you want, but never stay with somebody simply because of money. That is the worst reason. And people with money, if you're staying with them for that reason, have even weirder ways of getting rid of you. I've noticed. I've just put that connection together, especially like people that are millionaires that die, and it's just so weird how people get so greedy over money. I don't know. I don't roll that way. So all right. I'm hearing there is someone in the southeast, southwest, south United States. Maybe you live there. So that's like Texas, Georgia, Alabama, Arkansas, Tennessee, Georgia, Louisiana even could be. Well, it's more like Florida because I'm hearing more southeast. So all this southeast, southwest. I'm hearing ascended masters are definitely with you though, and they're protecting you. They're setting your plans into action. You need to trust your intuition right now and let your personal strength be your guide. Trust yourself and put thought into your choices. Your angels are definitely around you. They're showing you angel numbers. They need you to start believing in miracles. And remember, it's ask, believe, receive. Because when you're manifesting, you have to make a decision whether you're going to, you know, where are you manifesting this at? Because you're asking for spiritual 3D or spiritual help for your prayers, but then when you don't feel like you got the result that you wanted, you give up. And that's not how the angels work. Like you have to, it's about being mindful because they're very subtle energies. And you can very well write them off to coincidence if you don't pay attention. So Spirit is showing Proverbs 17:22. A cheerful heart is good medicine, but a crushed spirit dries up the bones. Stop comparing apples and oranges. They're both fruit but serve different purposes. You need to stop playing the comparison game, I'm hearing. You have no idea what someone else's journey looks like, and so you need to start being curious about this moment and about you. And also, we're going back to the shadow side. It's not about getting rid of your shadow, it's about embracing it. So if you're doing a lot of shadow work right now, or the spiritual warfare has triggered you into it, know that it's important for you to embrace it, because your shadow and your ego are always going to be there, but they're more of like a protector side, kind of like Peter Pan in Neverland with his shadow. When his shadow started being mischievous, that's when Peter Pan had to reel him in. So, all right, I'm hearing there's a certified wellness specialist and an earth angel and an author or a writer. If you guys resonate with any of those, it's either like they all coordinate together, but I feel like you're holding yourself back out of fear. You need to know that if this popped into your mind, that's the angels popping it in there, not you. And this is also in your shadow side, is where you're pushing all of your gifts that you're afraid of because you haven't accepted them yet. So that's why some of these, if you're not a big writer right now, you could be, but you need to start practicing because it's in your shadow side, and your shadow, if it's too big, then it's covering up, because it's all about the repressed things that we put in there. It's important to know that you're going to be getting a choice. You may It says, now entering karmic land. Buckle up, Buttercup. Last chance to say no before it becomes a permanent karmic choice. They want you to know that the choice that you're currently making doesn't serve your highest good. Don't ignore your repetitive thoughts. Your angels are answering a prayer through them. Right now, you have toxic best friends and toxic people in your environment that are only trying to ride your coattails to success. So the karmics want you to know that you weren't supposed to make it out of there. And everything is, but spirit wants you to know everything's about to come out. So right now it's really important. You've got a confirmation of some toxic relationships. They're just using you for selfish purposes, and maybe you haven't quite healed that wound of over helping, over giving. But it's important to cut off toxic connections, because here's the thing is, you love that person, but when it comes down to it, are you willing to forego all of your success for somebody who really isn't going to be there? They're just there to connect to your energy because they're addicted to your energy. But when it comes down to it, they're not going to help you. So why, that's not an equal give and take. Somebody really needs to hear that. I'm also hearing there's a certified chakra healer, or you could be thinking about this. This is your confirmation to go become a certified chakra healer. Spirit is saying they lied to where they are to get to where they are today. Karma will be around shortly to get balance reinstated. You need to stop competing and comparing your journey. This is a lesson that will bring you your blessing. Don't let ego make you quit, because spiritual court is now in session. You need to keep responding, not reacting, and reflecting. Big key, do not react. You are, even if you have to say, I will not react, I will not react, because I haven't done so well, especially dealing with my ex, talking to him and just knowing the games that's being played behind it. But it doesn't matter, because that's why you're on this spiritual awakening, and you can't let people steal your power like that. It's like giving them your sword in battle. You can't do it. You are divinely protected at this time. You need to spend more time in prayer and meditation, and stop saying, I don't have enough time, because you have enough time to worry about all this karmic stuff, so you should have enough time to also worry about getting to know your highest self, because that's how you're going to win this spiritual war, is by embracing yourself, because they're using your shadow side against you. That's what they've been doing with all this evil eye stuff, to make you give up. So now that I'm aware of this, thank you karmics for making me aware of this, because I used to beat myself up and say, oh, it's my fault, why do I think like this, why am I feeling this way? And for years, I just went with it and ran, and I was just sad. And it was so weird to me, though, like, why? And now, one day, I just had this aha moment, and I said, oh my God, that's how they do it. It's like I saw this big gargoyle just sitting on my head, just sending me bad energy. And this other gargoyle sitting next to me. It was a weird day that day, and the gargoyle is just laughing at me, saying, what else can we make her think bad? And from that moment on, guys, when I have bad thoughts, I don't accept the energy. And I'm like, wait a minute, whoa, this is something that I've healed. Why? And that's where you know when you've healed something, because you look back on it, you're like, whoa, I've healed this. Why? I'm not going to go there. And that's where you stop yourself. And that's why the magic isn't working, especially if you're a chosen one. They're just manipulating your vulnerability, but it doesn't matter, because you were born to be vulnerable. You were born to be an earth angel to help save this planet. So don't let the karmic pull you down on their energy level. And if they have, that gives you more incentive to keep rebuking this negative energy within you. And once you start consciously saying, this is not my energy, this is something that was programmed to me, this is not me, I promise you, your anxiety, your depression will start to go away in the wind, because mine did. It's been a long time since I've had a panic attack. And that is simply because I've been doing the shadow work. You got to do the shadow work if you want positive, but don't feed into the negative. I mean, there's going to be, just take your time. And if you're not feeling good, don't beat up on yourself for taking a break, because you're not going to do anything faster. It's kind of like 2444, as I say that. It's kind of like the people that are spirit showing me, you drive and then they take off real quick, but we all end up at the light at the same time. Same thing when you think that you're over here doing all this work and you don't feel good and you're not into it. You're not doing anything any quicker. You're just doing the action of it, but it's really not getting done any quicker. And it's actually not even better, because if you want to know why your food doesn't taste good when you go out to restaurants, it's because somebody's back there angry as hell cooking up your food, putting all that negative energy in there. I've learned this over the years. Like, why does my food taste so bad? I don't go out to eat for that reason. If I see people angry and upset, or there's a really huge line and I know that people are just smashing out the food, I don't want to go there. Because it really, that's why they say that this was made with love. You can taste the love in it. Well, you can also taste the hate in it if somebody was just really angry, even making a burger for you. It's about being mindful of this, though, and protecting yourself by using crystals, using positive affirmation, using prayer. Go look up Psalms 91. You can use the Lord's protection prayer. But there's a 9,000, you can Google a prayer out there, but ultimately it's about not accepting it. It's about making your mind stronger by not just immediately accepting something because it's negative and you've been programmed your whole life to accept the negative. Now it's time to start saying, no, before I accept this negative, just because it's been a part of me, it's no longer a part of me. I am not going to accept it. And then I'm not even going to be mad at myself on why I did it. I'm just going to start observing. And you start observing, and your shadow gets smaller and smaller the more you observe, and you just learn. But you take the ego out of it, and you don't beat yourself up, because who cares? Nobody's perfect. You're going to make mistakes. I make mistakes all the time, but I've learned from every single one of them. And that's what we're supposed to do down here. So if somebody is holding a mistake over your head, those are not your people. Number one red flag, not your people. Because it does not matter. If they can't forgive, forget, let it go, try to move on, then why are we still talking? I'm not going to force a relationship. And that's where some of y'all need to detox at. And even if it's a family relationship, because I'm telling you, you're over here feeling bad because you're an empath, and they're over there doing some karmic stuff that you wouldn't believe, guys. I didn't even believe it when it started happening. And I just know Spirit has never shown me anything that wasn't true. And I have gotten repetitive downloads of stuff from the past, and it's crazy. Like, it really is true, and it's all about to be verified very, very shortly. So thank you, karmics, for all the lessons. I'm ready to live my life now, God. Halfway there, I'm at my 40s now, so I guess at least I got all that out of the way, and now I got knowledge, and I'm gonna look at it positively, that at least I know what I know now, and I'm gonna be able to live out the rest of my life fantastically, because now I know my purpose. I got God backing me, I got my angels backing me, I got y'all backing me. I love it. I'm feeling pretty good. I hope y'all are feeling pretty good. I need you to count, at least 3 things you're grateful for right now. That's how you snap out of your depression and your anxiety. It's just, I'm telling you, the darkness uses as a tool, as a blinder, just like anger is used. So I have a message for someone who's an older divorced person. Maybe you're dealing with someone who is not very nice. They're kind of a bitter woman. I'm hearing this is, maybe it could even be a mom or a sister, even a boss, but I'm hearing that to look forward. I'm hearing 222, and this cycle is closed out. You need to start looking at things from releasing those emotions from it, and start working on moving forward towards what you want, and release the things that you don't want. Spirit is saying that this was a karmic lesson for you to help start honoring your true feelings. So about all these things, these people, it was about, who are you going to choose? That's what a karmic lesson is are you going to choose yourself or are you going to choose them? You're starting to see the beauty within all the madness is what I'm hearing. Spirit is saying start connecting to your laughter, start laughing more and raising your standards. That's how you get out of these toxic shadows. Don't keep picking the comfortable karmics. I don't care how long you've known them for. That just shows you when you're validating your toxic connection by the time of years that you've spent, that tells you right there that that is no good because people change energies and it's okay. We need to start letting people just release if they don't want to be they don't want to change, let them be in their own little thing. But don't think you're going to come on, this train's moving. I'm not staying stuck in Stagnatville. So it's important for you to know you're going to have to lose something. If you're unwilling to change, you're going to have to lose something. And if you don't want to give it up, Spirit is going to take it from you. That's kind of how it works. There's a new opportunity coming in, though, and this is like the holy grail of opportunities. So it's important for you to stay balanced right now and for you to listen to your higher conscience and your intuition, not to those karmics. Do not let your ego, your anger, any low vibrations get you knocked off for what God's about to present you. It's important for you to know that the karmics are not working on watering their garden. They're going to stay stuck. They're not loyal. And you really, once the more you affirm this to yourself, the sun's going to come out and you're going to release this from your shadow because you're going to turn on the sun. The sun's coming out and it's going to burn. You need to go out in the sun too because when all this negative energy is coming on you, it's important for you to get out in the sun. The sun, actually, that's where Reiki gets channeled from. That's the same energy, and that's going to clear out your third eye and your crown. Really important, especially if you're in a spiritual warfare. If you keep going, I don't want to go outside, think about that. That's your enemies messing with you. This is how it works. When you start going, oh, I'm just going to be complacent. I stopped being complacent because I know exactly that is what their karmics are trying to do. They're also trying to trigger your inner child. So, especially if this is a family member, they know the HE double hockey sticks they put you through. So they're trying to emotionally just come at you because all's fair in love and spiritual warfare, huh? All's fair in love too. So what goes around comes around. I'm hearing a lot of blues out here. You need to speak your truth. You need to start standing up because you're going to start connecting to your financial flow very soon. But you need to start connecting with your joy and happiness and release these karmics and know that God's going to take care of them. I don't care what they've done. They can't outrun God, the universe, and they know it. And that's why they're trying everything they can right now. Keep yourself out of it. God's kept you protected this long. He's going to continue to keep you protected. And those manifestations are coming as long as you don't choose to get entangled in the chaos. And it's hard some days, but you know what? The moment you feel like you want to get entangled, that's when you pause and you go do something, whether it's a drive, go a walk, do something. But don't allow these karmics, 3333 as I say this, don't allow them to hold you back. It's important. You need to detox your friendships because you're going on a different path, unfortunately, than other people are. You are going to have successful funding. I'm also hearing, and peacock, I'm hearing strut your stuff. Also, peacock feathers protect from reptiles, snakes, and lizards. You can put 2 or 3 at your front door. You need to be, these also help you being confident and strong. So it's about building up your confidence right now, awakening your true self. And I'm hearing something about authority figures. So you're either going to be hearing from authority figures or something to that effect. And I feel like it's going to be a judge because I'm seeing a gavel. So I feel like if you're going through a court case or the karmics you're about to know about this court case. And to wrap this up, I'm going to go ahead and give you guys the letters and the names. Thank you so much for tuning in. This one was a little bit longer. Let me know how you resonate. Today was a little, the energy is a little thick today, but you know, I think I love talking to you guys. I can't wait to hear back from you on your thoughts. So we're going to get through this. I promise, light workers, we're going to get through this. So the letters are X, N, D, Z, H, G, H, W, V, I, C, P. And then I heard Madeline, Marie, Tony, Marty, Sue Ann, Sue Ellen. And then I heard don't tell mom the babysitter's dead. That's the movie. Mario, Wanda, Elise, Toby, Miller, and then the song is Sunflower from Post Malone. And then you left in the dust. If I stuck by ya, you're a sunflower. I think you love me too much. That's what I keep hearing. Spirit is saying to visualize the future, especially if you're a Pisces. I'm hearing you have a mermaid soul and a tie to Atlantis, so you need to just keep working. It might take a little bit, but keep connecting to your inner strength and keep giving yourself a pat on the back. Archangel Michael is with you, protecting you. You can do anything that you put your mind to, but don't give in to the karmics trying to knock you off, because it's simply so they can have their cake and eat it too, and God's done with that. So if you believe in yourself, the universe will believe in you. Love and light, beautiful souls. Your angels love you, God loves you, and I love you. Have a wonderful day out there.